Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. I have 5 things that annoy me on this car like you won't believe. I understand on the new model years the problem is solved already, or they changed it around. But on this is a 2016 model year, and yeah, it still annoys me. And some of these things, they didn't even change. And I understand. This is the cheapest convertible on the market you can buy. First thing, what's real annoying is, let me show you this. And I hope you can see that. It's not a lot of light in here. But when you drive down the road, you cannot just open the roof on this convertible. You have to come almost to a complete stop. It says something like 10 miles per hour. It's not true. If I'm not almost to a complete stop, so first we unlock it. And it's really hard to see in here. As soon as it's unlocked, you push the button and it will open. But like I said, you have to come almost to a complete stop. At least it's electric, it's a powered one. You don't have to open it by hand. This was the first annoying thing. Second annoying thing, you see my hood is open, and there's a reason for it. This is my battery tender. And when they build a convertible, they should put a connector in here. I had to put a connector myself in there, but there should be a connector to hook up a battery tender, because a convertible will sit in the winter most of the time. Even if it's not a convertible, this car is really not a car you would drive in the winter. Number 3 on here is you don't have a wind deflector at all. So you get a lot of wind, and when it gets colder than 60 degrees, it's really refreshing to drive that car. So ladies and gentlemen, so there was no wind deflector, no way to drive that in lower than 60 degrees temperatures, because your neck would be just bothering you like hell. It's not like a Mercedes where you get warm air blowing through your headrest. So we had to spend an extra $500, almost $500 for a wind deflector. And here it is. And I can tell you, I don't know what my dog is barking for. I can tell you, first I thought, well, there's not much to it. $500, that's a lot of money. But it's well worth the investment, because I drive this car with the roof open down to 50 degrees without any issues. It just lays in here. You just lay it in here. It has a couple straps. The straps are connected where your kid's seat get connected usually. They have, probably by law, the anchor points for the kid's seats in there. So all you have to do is connect these straps. So, and this brings me to the next issue. Turn the ignition on. Nice, makes music, huh? Well, to my drive modes. Usually I drive this car only in Sport Plus mode, and basically the shift lever all the way to the back brings you to Sport, and then I go to the mode and set it to Sport Plus. Now the thing is this, it don't keep that Sport Plus mode. When I stop leave the car and come back, I always it starts back in my sport mode basically, because I have the shift lever all the way back. So it don't remembers it. And this is annoying because 95% of the time I drive this car in Sport Plus mode. But there's no way around. Maybe there is a legal issue. They have to do it like this, but that's how it is. That was actually all the real annoying things I have with this car. Now there are a couple suggestions here. What I don't like, but it's not annoying. It's just why? Why would you build it like this, or why would you put that in? The first thing is this slot here. Well, this generation of kids don't know even what that is for. That's for something called a CD. And that was used in the 2000s or so to listen to music, to have their music digitally on these CDs. These days, nobody uses this anymore. I mean, I'm an old guy, and even my mother, she's in her 80s. She's not gonna use a CD anymore. This is ridiculous. So why you built that stuff in? Please get rid of that. You don't need it, unless it don't cost much more. But it's maybe some money what could be saved and could go to development of other stuff and put other stuff in here, right? The next thing, also in this entertainment thing here, you have, when I click on my sources, you have an AM radio. Heck, that's from the 1960s. It's ridiculous, in my opinion, you know. So get rid of that AM stuff, right? You also can get rid of, well, yeah, see, FM. You can keep it. Some people listen still to it. I don't. You know, I mean, this car don't come with the GPS system in it. It don't have it in it. My wife's Escape has the GPS system, but you know, you have to pay for map updates, and I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna use that GPS. So all we use basically is, for our entertainment source, Android Auto, right? So it doesn't matter if it's Android Auto or if it's Apple CarPlay. But these days, I don't think anybody uses anything else anymore, because you basically get your local radio stations and everything via Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. It depends what phone you're using, right? So I get to my local radio station. So with Android Auto, I have my local radio stations, I have my maps. I use Waze usually. You have Google Maps, so you don't need that built-in GPS at all. It's good if they have it in, but I would never pay for a map update as long as I can use, you know, my maps from my phone. You say, okay, you have no cell service, then it's, well, there are not many places where you don't have absolutely no cell service. And I drove from coast to coast and mostly had cell service. So there was no issues. And that's it for today. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.